Hi family, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for coming back. Today's video is going to be a Q&A video. I'm going to be finally doing the part 2 to my previous Q&A video. So I'm going to be answering all the questions that you guys have sent to me. So with that being said, I am excited and nervous at the same time. But without further ado, I've made you guys wait long enough. Let's finally get into this video. For those of you who are new to my channel, my name is Mercy. I'm an RN BSN, and on this channel, I talk about nursing, lifestyle, beauty. I do a little bit of vlogging. I talk about feminine hygiene. I talk about natural hair. I just talk a little bit about everything. I like to see my channel as a one-stop shop for YouTube content. You can basically find everything from cooking and cleaning and nursing topics and feminine hygiene. Like I said, a little bit of everything. So again, if you would like to join the family, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below and also hit the bell notification button so you'll never miss another video again. So today's video, like I said, is going to be the part 2 of my Q&A video. So first of all, I just want to apologize for keeping you guys waiting for these answers for so long. I did the part 1 in April. Now we're in June. So that's about almost 2 months. But I kind of enjoyed it a little bit because that just kept you guys guessing and guessing and guessing. With that being said, I'm going to be answering all the questions that I have avoided answering. I have so many questions, guys. I try to take screenshots of them. See that? Those are you guys' questions, like all of that. I got over 170 questions, so clearly I'm not going to be able to go through all of them. And I think the reason for that too is a lot of you guys didn't know about the first Q&A, so I've already answered a lot of these questions. A lot of you guys also send me questions that I've answered in previous videos. So I'm just gonna log on here. Like I said, my camera is beeping. Oh my god, I haven't even started and my battery is low. I didn't really plan on filming today, but I just had a quick minute, so I was like, let me just sit down and do these questions real quick. And yeah, so let's see here. Question number 1, how did you meet Nandi? Okay, so a lot of you guys want to know this. Nandi and I met when I was in high school. I was 17 years old. It was my last year in high school. He was 18. It was his last year in high school. His family kind of knew my uncle because his family are half and half. They're half Sierra Leonean, half Liberian, and they knew my uncle who was Sierra Leonean. So we kind of met through family, if you can say that. We knew each other for about a year, and then we started dating a year later. The reason I'm speeding through the answer to that question is because I can go into more details in another video, but I just want to focus on all the questions in this video. So that is basically how we met. We met through family. Next question is, how do you keep your weight in balance? I'll be honest with you guys, I've never really been a big girl. The most weight I've ever gained in my entire life was when I was pregnant, which was about, I want to say 30-40 pounds, and it's way more than what you're supposed to gain, but that was because I had fibroids and those things come with their own weight. So I ended up gaining, I think it was about 50 pounds actually. And then when I had the baby, I started to do intermittent fasting. So I do a little bit of working out here and there, which I need to get back on my game. But the most thing that helped me was intermittent fasting. And for those of you guys who don't know what intermittent fasting is, I've already done a video on that. I can link it down below so you guys can check it out. Next question is, do you use rice water the same day as deep conditioner? Yes, I do, because to me, rice water is very drying to your hair. It has a lot of protein in it, and when I use it, it dries my hair out a lot. So what I do is I do it on my wash day. So I spray the rice water onto my hair, let it sit for a while, deep condition my hair, and then I move on. So that is basically how I do that. This person says, I love you. That is so sweet. I love you too, sis. Thank you. This person says, why do you wear so much weave when your hair is so long and beautiful? First of all, I want to say thank you. Secondly, the reason I wear too much wigs is because number 1, that is my form of protective styling. Number 2, I love to change up my look. Number 3, you guys know that I've become an influencer, and sometimes companies reach out to me and they want to work with me, and you guys ask me all the time about my wigs. So I just saw that as an opportunity to not only work with a lot of brands that I've always wanted to work with, also to protect my hair, but also to show show you guys some affordable wigs that you can purchase. Okay, so this question says, how do you plan your day as a YouTuber, a mom, and a nurse? Well, I don't do all of them in one day. Well, I guess the mom part is every single day, but the days that I do work as a nurse, I don't do YouTube, because for those of you guys who have ever tried to do YouTube is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So I just wanted to make this point. For those of you guys who give influencers a hard time for doing sponsored videos, YouTube is a lot of work. And I've said this 1,000 times. When you see a 10-minute video, it takes that influencer hours, because you have to plan, you have to film, you have to do your makeup depending on what the content is. You have to do your makeup, you have to do your hair, and then after all of that, you have to edit it and then either send it to the brand to accept it, or just post it on your own if it's not a brand video. So it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of effort. So a lot of your influencers bring you basically free stuff. So free tutoring, sometimes free tutorials, free ideas, just free a lot of stuff. So their way of getting paid most times is by working with those brands, because sometimes it takes a lot to even earn money from YouTube. You have to get to a certain level. I know people who've been doing YouTube for years and still don't get paid. I was in my second year of YouTube before I started getting any money from YouTube. So my first year going on to my second year, I didn't get any money, but I just continued to do it because I loved it anyways. And when brands started to reach out to me, asking me to do stuff, at first I used to work with brands for free until I found out that you could get paid, because you're basically advertising for them and sending a whole bunch of people to their websites or their businesses. So it was later, like a few months ago actually, before I found out that you could actually make money, because the brands, a lot of them know what they're doing. They know that you're supposed to get paid big money, but some of them will, you know, try to send you free products for you to do a video. And when you're a new YouTuber, or when you're a naive YouTuber like myself, you don't know that. You don't know you're supposed to get paid. So when you hear free stuff, you're like, what? You're gonna give me a free flat iron just to do a video? But you forget that, again, it takes hours and hours and hours to just put a 5-10 minute video together. And depending on who you are, you get a lot more money for just one sponsorship, if you guys know what I mean. Okay, so this person says, can you share your skincare routine? Something weird was going on with my skin recently, and I just started breaking out everywhere. I don't know if it's the new age. I don't know what happened. I usually don't get acne or breakouts, but recently I just started breaking out a lot, and that really freaked me out. So it was either something I was eating or something I was doing wrong. And I thought for a second the new house didn't like me, because literally when we moved, that's when it started happening. But it's better now. As you can see, my skin looks much better. So I do plan on doing a few skincare routine for you guys. This person says, how can I keep my hair soft because I have 4C hair? Okay, so natural hair, you guys, I tell you guys all the time, natural hair is a battle and it's a hard one. So the best way that I would say you can keep your hair soft is to, number one, keep it moisturized, like a lot of moisture, whether it's oils, grease, or leave-in conditioners. Just keep your hair moisturized, and also keep it braided or twisted or just protected. That's one way to keep your hair soft. This person says, are you still doing online classes with nursing? If you are, please do a video on how you manage that. Yes, I am still doing online classes with nursing, but the thing with that is, I feel like I've done a lot of nursing videos for you guys. I've basically told you guys a lot of stuff about nursing, and now that I'm doing my master's, I'm super busy and my classes are online, and I just haven't received a specific question about that. That's why I haven't done a lot of nursing videos lately. But if you guys still want to see a lot more nursing videos, leave specific questions down in the comments so that I can know what you guys want to see. The only questions I've been getting a lot that I've also been trying to keep up with are hair videos. A lot of you guys have been asking me about natural hair videos, and those are the kind of videos I've been doing. But if you guys want to see a lot more nursing content, please let me know down below. This person says, are you single? No, I am not single. So the next question says, what do you think when you see your achievement? I love that question because, like I always say, success means different things to different people. I personally feel like I have achieved some level of success because of where I came from. You guys know that I like to be honest with you guys. I don't come from a super rich family. I wasn't born with a silver spoon in my mouth. For those of you guys who have been following me for a while, I've shared a few stories with you guys just about, you know, my background, where I came from, how I started, and all of that. So to see myself where I am now, yes, I do feel successful as far as my career, my life, my education, personal growth. I feel successful in that sense. Do I feel like I'm at the top of my success game? No, absolutely not. I continue to strive for more. Every single morning when I wake up, I always think to myself, what can I do to make myself better? What can I do to improve myself? What can I do to change the narrative of my generation? So that is why I try to push myself. And a lot of you guys ask me, how do you do all of this? Honestly, guys, I don't even know sometimes how I do it. But I just know that when you have a drive, when you have a dream, when you have ambitions and goals, and you really, really want to achieve them, nothing's going to stand in your way. You're going to do everything you can to get there. And if you guys want to see more like motivational girl talk or girl chats, please let me know, because these are things that make me so happy. I grew up with not a lot of people my age, so I wasn't really able to, you know, sit there and ask questions about certain things. Believe it or not, my older siblings and I literally recently just started getting really close to the point where we share our history, we share personal stories with each other. And I was talking to my brother the other day, Prince. My brother's name is Prince. He's based in Australia. Prince Gono is his name. And he just told me a whole bunch of stuff that I was like, wow, this is something we didn't do before. These are things we didn't talk about before. I just felt really, really good after several conversations. Actually, he just really opened up to me and like told me things that I really didn't know about. And he just explained a whole bunch of stuff to me that made me feel like, wow, number one, you have come a long way. Number two, you should be proud of your achievement. And that's some of the things he told me too. He just said that, I'm so proud of you. You have done so well for yourself. And I mean, you can see yourself doing things. You can see yourself succeed at things. But when somebody tell you, especially someone whose opinion really, really matters to you, when those kind of people tell you things, it just hits different, because I don't know. It's a story for another day. So anyways, if you guys want to see more motivational, you know, me sharing my story, who I am, where I came from, go ahead and leave a comment down below so I can do that as well. All right, let's move on to these questions. This person says, please dear, I want to know, is your hair real? I honestly don't know how to answer that. Or maybe they're talking about my wigs. If I'm wearing a wig, I usually tell you guys that I'm wearing a wig, which today I'm wearing a wig. This is a curly bob that I'm rocking. But if it's a natural hair video, most definitely, yes, my hair is real. This person says, hey, can you do a video of African traditions, tips, and stuff like that? Yes, I can do that. There's a lot of African traditions. There's a lot of tips. So why don't you go ahead and leave a comment down below letting me know specifically what you want to see. Do you want to see cooking video? Do you want to see me wear African clothes? Do you want to see me talk in my native language? Do you want to, what specifically do you want to see? Go ahead and leave a comment down below and I'll do that. But yes, I can do African things. You want to get me talking Liberian English? I can talk Liberian English too. You want me to cook Liberian food? I can cook Liberian food. You want to get some Liberian slang? I can do that too. So just leave a comment down below, man. I will do it for you. How old are you? This is the question I got a lot. And I know that's why a lot of you guys want to see the part 2, because when I did part 1, I didn't reveal my age to you guys. So my birthday was in April and I told you guys to guess my age. And a lot of you guys actually guessed right. But a few of you guys were so nice and some of you were just flat out rude, okay? The guesses were just all over the place, but a few of you guys actually hit it right on. So yeah. I will get to that question in a few minutes, okay? Just because I want to answer a certain question so you can understand. So this person says, would you say shrinkage is a problem? I wouldn't say it's a problem. I just know that, I know I say that a lot in my video, that my hair shrinks a lot. That is just a fact. If you have black hair, if you have, you know, African American hair or I don't know, African hair or natural hair, yeah, that is a thing. It is a fact. It's not necessarily a problem. So I don't know if that answers your question or not, but I wouldn't say shrinkage is a problem. It is if you want to, you know, show off the length of your hair, because sometimes when my hair shrinks, my hair literally goes up to here. Like, this is how short my hair is, and then when I straighten it or flat iron it, it can go all the way down past whatever. So yeah, I wouldn't say it's a problem. It just depends on how you see it. This person says, what can I do? This is a lot of hair question in here, y'all. This person says, what can I do if my hair is damaged by heat? So I've also answered this question before. If you want to go natural and certain part of your hair is heat damaged, what I've seen from my experience is to cut your hair. A lot of people like to cut it, but that is different for everyone. I don't know how much of your hair is heat damaged, so I can't tell you to cut your hair. I can't tell you to keep your hair. So the best thing that I would say is, if you want the natural look and you want the puffy afro kind of look, and your hair is not the same length or texture, I would say cut the heat damage part off. That's what I would do. That's if you want the natural look. But if you just want length and you want to retain your length, then keep it that way. This person says, what motivates you? I feel like I've already touched on this question. My motivation is just knowing where I came from and knowing where I want to be. You have to know where you come from, and you have to have goals. You have to have dreams. If you're just waking up every morning and just going by the flow, you'll wake up every morning and go by the flow. But if you say that in the next week, I want to see myself here. In the next month, I want to lose 20 pounds. In the next 5 months, I want to save $500. If you set those goals for yourself, you're most likely going to achieve them. But if you're just waking up doing the same thing every single day over and over and over, then in my experience, it doesn't really get you anywhere. I just know that I've been dirt poor. I just know that I've been broke. I just know that I didn't grow up with a lot, so I want a lot for myself, and I want a lot for my family, and I want a lot for my children. I want my family to be proud of me. I want my siblings to be proud of me. So those are the kind of things that motivate me. I just want to be someone. I want to leave this earth with a legacy. I just want to have an impact on humanity, in other people's life, in my own life, my children's life, my family's life. Those are the kind of things that motivate me. So I would say find something that helps you out. Find something that makes you want to wake up every morning. Find something that keeps you going, whether it's your children, your husband, your mother, your family, your job, something that just keeps you going. I just wanted to say I love you. You guys are so sweet. Oh my God. How did you start your YouTube channel? I'm not sure exactly how to answer that question. If you want to know how to start a YouTube channel, you just have to sign up for a Google account. There are a lot of videos on YouTube that can walk you through that. This person says, summarized tips for ideal growth of natural hair. Okay, so they're basically saying that I should summarize everything they need to know about growing natural hair. I've done a whole bunch of videos about natural hair. It's kind of hard to summarize, but all I can say is if you're gonna go natural, just know that it's not easy. Sometimes it can be expensive. It's also not an overnight thing. And it's also something that requires a lot of patience. Just continue to do your research, continue to be patient, and I promise you it'll all work out. This question, I love this question. It says, have you ever felt low or worthless, and how did you deal with it? Girl, I really like this question because with social media and YouTube and Instagram and TikTok and all these fancy social media platforms, sometimes a lot of influencers or a lot of people make it seem like life is always good and life is always perfect, but that is far from the case. Your favorite influencers have their bad days, they have their good days, they have their happy days, and they have days where they don't even want to get out of bed. And I'm a huge example of that. Sometimes, I always tell you guys this, sometimes I can put a lot on myself, sometimes I put a lot of pressure on myself because I have so many things that I want to achieve, and I always wonder why we only have 24 hours in a day, because I feel like I need a lot more time to do the things I want to do. So have I had days where I wanted to give up? Yes. I've had days where I wanted to give up on being a YouTuber. I've had days where I wanted to give up on being a nurse. Even when I was in nursing school, I had days where I was like, I'm not going to school today. Forget about it. Like, this is too much, it's too stressful, it's not worth it. Even as a mom, especially being a new mom, there's no book that comes with being a mom. There's no manual that tells you this is what you do when this happens. This is what you do when this happens. Like, for example, recently, I'm a nurse. Everybody knows that. But my daughter got sick. This was the first time she had ever gotten sick. She had a cold. And my daughter is so active and so busy. Like, this girl, the moment her feet hits the floor, she's gone. Like, she is everywhere, opening drawers, trying to discover this and do that. And we just woke up one morning and she was so weak. Like, she was just so quiet, and I just knew something was wrong. And when I took her temperature, it was so high. Her skin was burning like fire, and I immediately felt helpless. I didn't know what to do because I had never seen her like this before. I've never had a sick child of my own. There was no doctor's orders that I could follow for my daughter. So I completely felt helpless, and I just did everything in my power. I used my common nursing judgment and knowledge to care for her, but I was still stressed out and I felt really bad. And she was like that for a few days, and I just felt so down, and I just stopped everything. Even with YouTube can be stressful at times. I've had days where I've done a whole video, I've edited it, try to post it, and the whole thing disappeared. And I'm like, that was literally a whole day of work. So the best way that I deal with situations like that is I just think to myself that even on my worst day, I know that tomorrow is going to be better. It doesn't rain forever, so someday the rainbow will come out. So I just try to think about positive things. I try to log off social media. I try to talk to people that make me happy, or I try to do things that makes me happy. So that is how I deal with stuff like that. How long did it take you to grow your hair? So it took me about 2 years and a half. So I've had 2 big chops where I cut all my hair off in my adult life. And for those of you guys who are gonna ask, or for those of you guys who haven't seen my previous video, no, I am not from Zimbabwe, and no, I am not from Nigeria. I'm actually from Liberia. But like I always say, we're all sisters, we're all family, and that is why I call you guys my family. This person says, what is your recommendation for a first-time home buyer, and can you make a detailed video about your experience? I can absolutely do that, because a lot of you guys around my age especially have been asking me this question. So I would definitely love to share my experiences with you guys. This person says, are you a believer? I think they're asking if I'm Christian. Yes, I am Christian. This person says, how did you decide on nursing, and were you indecisive, or did you know head on? That's a really good question. And I've said this before. I've made videos about this before. I didn't always know that I wanted to be a nurse, but I did know that I wanted to help people or inspire people. So initially I was going to do social working, and then I kind of ran into nursing, and I made up my mind to go into nursing. So this person says, what made you want to start growing your hair again? Again, that you guys have some really good questions. There was a time in this country, or even around the world, when us black women were told that, you know, when you had your natural hair out, it meant that you weren't beautiful, or you couldn't afford to do your hair, or it was messy or unkept or stuff like that. So a lot of us paid so much money trying to buy perm, or trying to cover our hair, and trying to just cut it or put it away. And I am so appreciative of whoever started the natural hair journey. But before that, having natural hair, or even showing your natural hair, meant that you were broke, or you couldn't afford products, or you couldn't afford perm. I just feel like it's important for us to take that power back and wear our natural hair and have natural hair and see ourselves as beautiful with a nice wig or with our natural hair. You know, I didn't want to have to solely rely on fake hair or wigs and weave to feel beautiful. So that is one of the things that inspired me to go natural. This person says, is this your forever home? So for those of you guys who don't know, I just bought my first home, and I'm absolutely in love with it. So the question is this your forever home? I would say no. And the only reason I say no is because I don't like to tie myself down. This could be my forever home, but I don't want to hold myself back and say this is the only home that I want. I don't know where life is going to take me in the next few years. So this, I would say, is my first home, and I am absolutely in love with it. Whatever plan that God has for me, I'm willing and open to follow that. So I would say this is my for now home. It's my dream home. I love everything about the house, and I'm just happy with everything so far. This question said, what is Nandi's favorite thing about you? Nandi has a lot of favorite things about me, but if I must say, he always says that he loves my drive, but he does think I'm cute, if that's what you're asking. So the question that everyone has been asking, how old are you? All right, so a lot of you guys actually guessed right. So in a video, I think it was a video right before I did my Q&A, I did mention in that video that this birthday was my big birthday and I wanted to do so many things and I couldn't do it because of Corona. Well, a lot of you guys put 2 and 2 together and guessed that it was a milestone birthday. So a milestone birthday is usually 16, or if you're Hispanic is 15, which is quinceañera. But if you're like everybody else, it's 16, or it's your 21st birthday, and after your 21st birthday, I think it's 25. I don't think people make a big deal out of 25. So after 25, the next big birthday is 30. And I actually gave you guys a hint. I said it was between 25 and 30. So how old am I? I am 30 years old. A lot of you guys were so sweet. You guessed anything from 21, 22, 23, all the way to 30. And a few of you, like I said, were kind of rude and went all the way up there. But overall, a lot of you guys guessed right, and yes, I am 30 years old. That was my big birthday. I had so much planned. I was gonna get myself something so nice because I've worked so hard. I don't make a big deal out of my birthdays like a lot of people do, but this birthday, I just felt like I had accomplished a lot of things, or almost all the things that I wanted to accomplish before my 30th birthday, and I was super excited. So I was like, I'm gonna do something big for my birthday, and then bam, COVID-19. Nobody could do anything. We were asked to stay home and my birthday was ruined. But I am more than grateful to be alive, to be healthy, to be well, to have a family, and to have health. So with that out of the way, if any of you guys out there are 30 years old, did any of you feel really down and almost depressed before turning 30? Because I feel like that happened to me. Right before, like, I've never really cared about getting older before. I want to say a few months before that, I started to feel really scared and anxious, and just, I had all these weird emotions, and then I started breaking out. Like I said before, I wasn't feeling well. I think I kind of brought that on myself, because if you stress yourself hard enough, sometimes you can have some physical symptoms. I feel like I went through a lot, like in a short amount of time before I turned 30, because I was like, oh my God, I'm getting so old. I am 30. Oh my God. Because I remember just a few years ago when I was about 17, 18, 19, when someone would tell me they were 30, I thought they were old. I was like, oh my God, you're 30? You're like a dinosaur. But but now I get it. Age is literally nothing but a number. To me, the only thing that matters in life is how you care for yourself, how you take care of the people around you, just how you live your life. That is all that matters. So I'm just gonna answer a few more questions and we'll be done, because I have a whole bunch of questions here. So this question says, are you gonna continue to do your home decor videos? If so, can we see some rooms upstairs? Yes, I am absolutely going to continue my home decor videos. The reason I started to do the downstairs is because that is the entry level, that is the first floor, that is the living area. So when we have guests or when we have people come over, that is where they're gonna go. So that is the reason I started to decorate or update or do everything down there. After that, I'm gonna move upstairs. If you guys can't already tell, I'm actually sitting in my office. So I think the next room that I'm gonna be showing you guys as far as the upstairs goes is my office. I just been working a lot from home, so I just needed somewhere comfortable that I can edit and work from. So yeah, my office is done. So I'm gonna show you guys the office, I'm gonna show you guys the bathrooms, I'm gonna show you guys Nadia's room, and I'm gonna show our master bedroom. I'm gonna show the linen closet. I have a lot upstairs that I'm gonna show you guys. So don't you worry, the home decor videos are not going anywhere, because they're actually one of my favorite videos to do. So that is it for today's video, guys. I have a whole lot more questions, but I couldn't fit them all in this one video. So if you guys want me to do a lot more videos, let me know, comment down below. But as for this video, I think we are done. Thank you guys again so much for all your guesses. Thank you for your patience. And if you did like the video, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. If you haven't already joined the family, go ahead and hit the subscribe button down below, and also hit the bell notification button so you'll never miss another video again. Thank you guys again so much for your love and support, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.